Hello friends and teacher Marta. My name is Carlos Mario Baena. I am from Urrao, Antioquia. Urrao is located in the southwest of its department. The distance between Urrao and Medellin is 5 hours. In my presentation, I speak about Cresswell document. The name of the document is Approaches to Inquire. Cresswell was graduated in Nebraska University. Cresswell explains the 5 methods in the qualitative research. Number 1 method is narrative research. Narrative, the word narrative implies description. Is no mathematics, is no statistic. Into the narrative research, the Cresswell purpose is examining experience through the real stories, through personal stories, familiar stories, institutional stories, etc. Also, the data is very important in this kind of investigation. The stories, the people's stories, responds a few aspects or little aspects, depends to the researcher. Additionally, the interviews in this kind of investigation are crucial. The interviews enrich the research theory and the research practice. The analysis in this kind of investigation is try to restoring the real life. Usually analyze is thematically. In the second aspect of the qualitative research is phenomenological research. It's very important in this kind of research interpretative framework. The interpretative framework usually is social constructivist. The purpose is establish the shared essence of a phenomenon, of a situation, of a circumstance. For example, in the investigation, it's normal that start as a curiosity to the researcher. It's very important the experience, not only the investigator, but also the teenagers, families, and in general in the society. The data exploring will the data in this kind of investigation appears exploring with a small group. The characteristic is working with small groups. Into the small groups is normal the interviews, interviews face to face, group of conversations, videos, photographs, etc. And the analysis in this thematic is coding. The breaking, removing influences and prior experiences is very important. The prior experiences, because in this kind of aspect, the antecedents, the people opinions are crucial to enrich this kind of investigation. Next is grounded theory research. Into the grounded theory research continues the framework social constructivism. Additionally, is very important the generation of a unified theoretical explanation. Into the investigation is very important that research have to or realize that the theory and practice are at the same time into the research process. The data is an exploration of a process all the time. and their research realize that the sources, for example, library sources, internet sources, and the testimonies sources enrich this thematic, and it's normal that later appear another kind of investigations. The ethnography research usually continues the constructivist, and additionally is very important share patterns with a group. In this kind of investigation, in this kind of research, appears a keyword: culture. The culture allows that the investigation has a route, that the research organize the researchers organize their ideas, their purposes, their objectives, etc. Additionally, Cresswell proposes a critical theory into 5 aspects: narrative, phenomenological, grounded theory, ethnographic, and case study. This is a big group to Cresswell proposes in its document. In conclusion, Cresswell proposes 5 kinds of research methods. Number 1, narrative research. The narrative research is originated from history, anthropology, sociology, and literature. Also, narrative research is study of a chronological meaning of experiences. Additionally, in this kind of investigation, it's very important 2 types of elements, 2 types of aspects that enrich this kind of investigation. Number 1 is the data, and the another is narrative type to present the ideas. Additionally, use capture of details. The details is very important into an investigation. Besides, the investigator and the researcher need to collect personal experiences, and the data in this kind of investigation always is a challenge. The second approach to inquire is phenomenological research. Into the phenomenological research, the study common meaning, this kind of investigation, study common meaning of several